Most people think great homemade ice cream requires eggs, cooking, and a lot of extra work. But before you buy another carton of chocolate ice cream, let me show you another way. This recipe uses basic ingredients, takes only about 5 minutes to mix together, and about 20 minutes to churn in the ice cream maker. And honestly, I think it tastes better than most of any ice cream that you'll find at the grocery store. But what really makes the difference isn't really more heavy cream. It's one ingredient that most people never think to add, and I'll show you exactly why I use it almost in every batch I make. Hi, I'm Maria, and after my husband and I started paying closer attention to our health, I began learning how to make homemade ice cream with ingredients that better fit our lifestyle. Let's make some chocolate ice cream. An easy way to speed things up with a base that does not require any cooking is to put your bowls in the freezer and then add some ice to keep the bowls nice and cold. This will make it to where the base is cold enough to churn right away. Otherwise, you would have to put it in the fridge for about an hour in order to bring the temperature of the base down. Another way to keep this base nice and cold is to keep your cream and your half and half in the freezer for maybe 20 to 30 minutes before you use them. This will keep all the ingredients nice and cold. We'll be using 2 cups of heavy cream. Ooh. I think this was left in there a little too long. A cup of half and half. And for our international audience, if you do not have half and half, just mix half a cup of milk and half a cup of cream. Because this is chocolate, we're going to be using half a cup of Dutch processed cocoa. I'm using an allulose blend for my sweetener. You can use a different sweetener if you'd like. The benefit to using allulose is that it lowers the freezing point and it makes the ice cream a lot softer and creamier. Remember when I mentioned that there is an ingredient that helps improve the texture of the ice cream? This is non-fat milk powder. This adds extra milk solids without adding extra liquids. And it's an ingredient that if you're going to make a lot of ice cream, I would highly recommend grabbing and keeping in your pantry. A pinch of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla. I like to add a tablespoon of vodka to my ice cream recipes. This ingredient also lowers the freezing point of ice cream, so this helps keep that texture nice, soft, and scoopable. You can omit it or replace it with xanthan gum if you prefer. If you're curious why I use allulose, I've put together a free sweetener guide. It's linked below, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. I'll be using an immersion blender to blend everything together. I think it took longer to mix this than it did to get all the ingredients together. But it's very important that you want to incorporate the cocoa powder very well into the dairy. If you're just getting started with ice cream making, we've been using the KitchenAid attachment for a long time. If you have a KitchenAid, I highly recommend the ice cream attachment. I'll leave a link to this one down below. All right, that was only about 20 minutes. Look at that texture. It is super creamy, soft serve ice cream. This is why I don't buy ice cream at the store anymore. And I know exactly what's in it. For years, I assumed homemade ice cream was complicated because every recipe seemed to involve eggs and cooking a custard. And once I discovered recipes like this one, then it actually became very simple. If you enjoyed this recipe, you might want to watch our most popular strawberry cheesecake ice cream. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.